Alright, welcome to lesson 6, and now we will work with irrational numbers. Alright, so before we can solve this, listed there the first 13 square numbers which you have to memorize and know. So from 1 all the way to 169. So from 1 times 1 to 13 times 13. Now this question, instead of asking you to write recurring decimals as common fractions, we can also ask you between which two integers does each of the irrational numbers lie. So number 1, 7, as you can see, is not a perfect square, so square root of that is considered irrational. Write perfect square less than 7, 4. Perfect square greater than 7, 9. So square root 7 would lie between square root 4 and square root 9. And square root 4 simplifies to 2 and square root 9, 3. So if I punch my answer on the calculator, square root 7, my answer would be somewhere between 2 and 3, 2 comma something going on. For B, square root 26. So you see 26 fall between 25 and 36. It's not a perfect square. Therefore, square root of that would be irrational. 25 is less than 26 and 36 more than that, the two perfect squares. So square root 26 lies between square root 25 and square root 36. So square root 25 is 5 and square root 36 is 6. So in short, if I had square root 26, my answer would be between 5 and 6, 5 comma something. Let's go to the next problem. Alright, between which two integers does each of the irrational numbers lie? So now I've given you negative square root 15. So 15 falls between 9 and 16. Alright, in the perfect square list. Write it out for you and keep it as we go through the problems. So therefore, negative square root 9, because there they gave me a negative, and negative square root 16. Alright, that would give me negative square root 3 and negative square root 4. Right, somehow it's moved my things, but yeah, you must forgive me, I'm just a teacher. Alright, so if I say 120, perfect square less than 120, 100 perfect square bigger than 120, 121. Both of them with a negative in front. Square root 100, negative 10, square root negative 121, negative 11. So that answer would be 4 between negative 10 and negative 11. Alright, you can also test it using perfect cube numbers. So there 1 times 1 times 1, 2 times 2 times 2. We need to know all 7, 7 times 7 times 7, which is 343. So between which two integers does each irrational number lie? So cube root 17. 17 is bigger than 8 but less than 27. So it falls between cube root 8 and cube root 27. Right? Which then, cube root 8 gives me 2 and cube root 27 gives me 3. If I look at cube root 200, 200 falls between 125 and 216. So that would be cube root 125 and cube root 216. Just imagine it's on the other side here. Right? Sorry for my error. The cube root 125, 5 and 6. So cube root of 200 will give me an answer between 5 and 6. And again, we can test this with negatives. Alright. So before I continue further, please remember to like if you enjoy and you're understanding. Share and subscribe. So yeah, I have cube root 36. 36 falls between 27 and 64 on the list. So negative cube root 27 gives me negative 3, negative cube root 64, negative 4. For 220, it falls between 216 and 343. So that falls between negative 6 and negative 7 again. That should be on the other side. So hope you follow, hope you understand. Wish you nothing but the best. All I can guarantee you, the Bible says and God states, those that work hard will reap the rewards of their hard work. Maths requires a lot of hard work with consistent practice, but you do it consistently every second day. You spend a half an hour to hour practicing your maths. You're only bound to become extremely successful with extremely good logic. Right? Enjoy.